Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2015. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The following is a notice from the Premier's Ministry. The Premier's Ministry wishes to advise that Thursday, December 24th, 2015 will be a half holiday for public servants on Nevis. The general public is advised to take note that the offices of the Nevis Island Administration will be closed from noon. Regular office hours will resume at 8 a.m. on Monday, December 28th, 2015. The Nevis Air and Seaports Authority NASPA yesterday, Monday, December 21st, launched its new port police patrol vessel, NASPA 1.
And this vessel was bought in our effort to remain compliant with the ISPS code, that is the International Shipping and Port Facility Security Code.
NASPA General Manager Owell Brandy. According to Brandy, NASPA works with the Customs and Excise Department and the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force to help to reduce criminal activity along the waters around the island's coastline.
One of the requirements of the ISPS code is also to patrol cruise ships when they are in our waters. And so it's very necessary for us to have this vessel. NASPA has jurisdiction for water spanning from Dogwood in the Long Point area as far as Long Haul Bay via Charlestown. And so we are going to do whatever we can with the vessel that we have to patrol the waters and to make sure that it's secure and safe and that criminal activities reduce. The other importance of this vessel is to reduce risk because ports in general are very vulnerable to attacks. And so we believe that this vessel will indeed be handy in helping to reduce attacks in our waters.
The head of NASPA's Marine Division is Llewellyn Collins.
In terms of the limit of operation, it's just 28 feet long. And we can operate in swells like up to probably 3 feet, I would say, to be safe. When it gets over that, or if the swell gets beyond 3 feet, or the wind gets anything over like say 15 knots, then we have to take a lot of precautions. But other than that, we are in a safe zone. We are, just a little choppy seas won't hurt us, So we are looking forward to, carrying out our duty efficiently.
Collins also explained why the new vessel is an upgrade from the original vessel.
This boat is 28 feet. It's a little bit shorter than the original one. The original one was 32 feet. It has a beam of 10 meters, and the other one, it was about 9 meters. Now, which is better equipped in the sense that it can take on 8 passengers, whereas the other one, it was more open up, and we would have, in doing our duties, we would have been exposed to the weathers and everything. And also we can get a speed from this one up to about 30 knots, whereas the other one, it might have been about 25. So we at the moment we are better equipped in the sense of getting our duties on, performing our duties more professionally.
Wasim Richards is NASPA's senior marine officer and captain of NASPA 1.
We just took the boat out. It's the performance, it's better than expected, in terms of the maneuverability. The speed, everything is very much on par. Also, we find it very reliable. We was out there for about an hour. And, today the wind is up to about maybe 18 knots and it's responding very well.
NASPA's new port police patrol vessel also has the capacity to assist the St. Kitts and Nevis Coast Guard in rescue missions and to transport passengers as far as St. Kitts. The Nevis Division of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force yesterday, Monday, December 21st, held a lecture at the Charlestown Police Station, the division's final activity for the year 2015. Acting Commissioner of Police is Stafford Liburd.
I believe that the Nevis Division have done well for this year. Our major concern, though, was in the area of murders. Because why do I say that we have done well? I believe we have done well in Nevis when we look at 178 crimes reported so far for the year versus 287 for last year. With just a few days left as we move towards the end of the year, we hope that it will be a safe Christmas, New Year season for the Nevis Division.
Superintendent of Police Hilroy Brandy expressed his thanks to retired Assistant Commissioner of Police Joseph Liburd for his efforts in assisting the Nevis Division.
This morning, as our final lecture for 2015, we had a simple ceremony for Mr. Joseph Liburd, retired Commissioner, who tutor our officers for the exam. He made a pledge that all officers who scored over 70% in any subject area will reward by a gift. So this morning, Constable Boone, Constable Charles, Constable Paul, Constable Odin, Constable Joseph, and Constable Brown were able to receive their gift. We wish to thank Mr. Joseph Liburd for his continued support for the Nevis Division and the organization in a whole.
Superintendent Brandy notes that the police force would be on high alert throughout the Christmas season to make sure there are no incidents.
On Christmas Eve, we have a deployment of officers who will be around town to make sure all business places are safe and make sure that we have an incident-free Christmas Eve into the Christmas. Also, we are prepared to police the area for the Old Year's night leading into New Year's night. And all my officers will be on duty to make sure everyone enjoy the New Year's season. I want to take this opportunity to wish the community Merry Christmas, prosperous 2016, and we're looking for the continuous support and partnership in making Nevis a much safer place for both visitors and residents.
Superintendent of Police Hilroy Brandy. Still to come.
Our own local mechanics, Dr. and Paul and the others, and even Courtney himself would take 2 buses and make 1.
The details after this break.
Safe sex is the best sex.
No gloves,
no love.
Protect your pleasure.
Real men wear condoms.
It's your favorite DJ Kevy Kev saying, don't be silly, cover your willy. Boom.
This message was brought to you by the Nevis HIV/AIDS Coordinating Unit in collaboration with NTB/AIDS.
Welcome back. Last evening, the Premier's Ministry hosted a cocktail reception on the occasion of the 2015 Bricklin reunion. The Honourable Alexis Jeffers is a senior minister in the Nevis Island administration and area representative for the St. James's Parish. He expressed greetings on behalf of Premier the Honourable Vance Amory.
But I'm certain if he was here, he would have said to you that he wished you well for the rest of this week. He would have also said to you that Brick Hill is a place that he once lived, not necessarily in Brick Hill itself, but in and around Brick Hill, meaning at the St. James Rectory. And I'm sure he would have made some connections with persons who are much older than I am. But we know that he would have spent some time there, and he has a love for Brick Hill as well, as he do with the entire island of Nevis. So on his behalf, I extend apologies, and also I want to say on my own behalf that I've had a wonderful time so far. This evening's activity is one that I feel is important to all of us. Gives us another chance to meet and greet, another chance to knock glasses and to speak about some of those old-time days. We have always been a vibrant community in Brick Hill. People have come from town, Gingerland, to go to Dick's Bar and those places. When we have promenades at Whitehall Field, everybody used to come on over. As bad as the roads were, they were coming to Brick Hill. And it says something about Brick Hill. It says something about us up here in the north, that people used to love to come, still want to come, and I believe this week, even Wednesday night might be testimony of what I'm saying now, that people are going to come out on Wednesday night to enjoy Brick Hill Got Talent, because I'm looking forward to that as well. So with those few words, I want to say, let us continue to enjoy the rest of this week.
Chair of the 2015 Brooklyn Reunion Committee, Leon Jeffers Skeet, said the fact that so many persons attended the cocktail reminded of the importance of community togetherness.
It is a pleasure to have you here with us for the 2015 Brooklyn Reunion Cocktail. The Reunion Committee and all Brooklynians residing on Nevis are delighted to have you to participate in this grand occasion with us. Thank you for coming. The Brooklyn Village Reunion is committed to preserving our heritage through gatherings like these, and it's our hope that you will take the time this week to glean some knowledge about our rich history from some of our mature fellow villagers. By the end of this week, we should have been able to walk away feeling wonderful that we have built stronger relationships and increase our knowledge of the legacy and the tradition left for us.
The Brooklyn Family Reunion is being held under the patronage of former Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, Jean Nisbet Harris.
To our patron, Honorable Nurse Jean Harris, you have touched our lives in so many ways, and you will always hold a special place in our heart and in our village. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to shower you with this well-deserving and esteemed honor of being the week's patron.
Junior Minister of Social Development and Brooklyn resident, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, used her turn at the podium to highlight the contributions of a number of other residents.
Brickhill possesses the most, or some of the top persons who would have excelled in the arts. We have persons who would have excelled in ministry. Those persons would have set the tone for us. Pastor Eric Maynard, Pastor De Costa, Pastor Dizon, and a number of others who would have built that strong foundation as it pertains to values. And then we look at those persons who would have made sterling contributions in the area of education. And I speak of persons, Doris Daniel, who taught me the simple virtues of even setting a table and making a bed. We talk of teacher Dorothy, who would have excelled in education. Don Wilkin, Palsy Wilkin, and a host of others. And I'm taking time to give credit to those persons. In the area of nursing, we cannot forget our patron this evening, Nurse Jean Harris, who even beyond retirement, she continues to serve the community of Brickhill,
That's right,
where nursing is concerned. And so I must, in addition to that, touch on the technical areas, our own local mechanics, Dr. and Paul and the others, and even Courtney himself would take 2 buses and make 1. And so we must applaud those persons in our community who would have built and laid a strong foundation.
The Brooklyn Reunion Committee presented Minister Brandy Williams and Minister Jeffers with tokens of appreciation for giving their support to the committee during its planning of the week-long event. Meantime, today, Tuesday, December 22nd, was dubbed Community Outreach Day in Brooklyn. Members of the Reunion Committee hosted a few activities, one being a health fair at the Reunion Village, as well as giving a facelift to the St. James's Primary School. Area representative for St. James, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, outlined the reason for the activity.
But today we are here painting these walls. We made a commitment to the school and also to the headmistress of the school, Miss Wallace, that by the time school opens in January, she'll have a freshly painted wall, same color as this school. So we have done the priming this morning. Well, we just have a few guys here, but at least we have 2 different crews that are going to come in here. Tomorrow, the guys who are going to put on the final touches are going to come in. So it's priming day today, and then tomorrow we'll give it that blue color that you see on the school behind us. We just felt like it was important to give back to our community, or to our alma mater, so to speak, in terms of the St. James Primary School. And we're happy to come here and do this today. The end result, I should say, would be a fantastic looking wall. And then we'll have perhaps maybe Vaughn Anslin come in and give us some painting on the wall to indicate that it's the St. James Primary School, so when persons pass here, they would know that they're passing the St. James Primary School.
The Bricklin reunion continues this evening with a panel discussion on the theme Involvement, Recommitment to Values and Keeping Our Heritage Strong. That discussion began at 7 p.m. at the Bricklin Church of God. That will be followed by karaoke at 10 p.m. Tomorrow, Wednesday, December 23rd, the reunion committee will host a variety show dubbed Bricklin Got Talent. The theme of the week-long event is Everybody Join In. It's Bricklin Reunion 2015. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.